Hey everybody, let's translate this velocity time graph into this position time graph. This was the final of 3 challenges I gave you with the motion detectors in class on Thursday, October 7th. So first of all, I encourage you to look at the velocity time graph and break it into its segments. Look for moments where the velocity changes. Here's one. Something is happening here. Something else here. Those 3 moments in time, I want you to put them up on the position time graph. Okay, just kind of roughly drawn in. Second thing I recommend you do is break these segments down into verbal descriptions. Begin here. This is an object that has a positive velocity graph, positive velocity that remains constant for some time. When a velocity is positive and constant, I need to show that here with a line with a positive and constant slope. I can tell that if I continue that trajectory, I'm actually going to run out of room. So let me make a really quick shift, which is kind of an expert move. I don't expect you to necessarily be able to see where things are going. So I'm going to flatten this out a bit. All right, that is a positive constant velocity. In the next segment of the line, is the velocity constant? Like, does that motion fit in this unit? No, it's changing velocity. Look, the y coordinates here are changing. This is a positive velocity that's decreasing. A positive decreasing velocity. We're going to spend more time on that in the next unit. It's not constant. But at this moment in time, there is a single moment where the velocity switches from positive to negative, and the object is actually at rest. So let me draw that in there. I'm going to leave a little segment and hit that gap in a minute. Here, the velocity not constant. I'm going to skip that again and get to this last segment. Now I've got a constant velocity that's that's negative. Constant negative velocity. I want to point out that this velocity is smaller than this velocity. So this time I want my negative velocity to be steeper. Something like that. Okay. All right, so what's happening here when we're slowing down? This is next unit stuff. We're slowing down, but we are still moving forward. That's actually a curved graph. I'm going to need to make an adjustment here. Then we're going to sit still for a little while, and then we're going to... Okay. So the parts that are relevant for this unit here. Okay, here to here, constant positive velocity. Hit this segment. In a unit where the title is constant velocity motion, those certainly seem like the 2 cases that we need to cover. The only other type of constant velocity that we could have that's not positive and not not positive and not negative, is going to be 0 velocity. So at this moment here, I've pointed out that there's a moment of 0 velocity. This little range here and this little range here, these are not constant velocity. They are not part of this unit. Let me grab a marker of a different color just so that we can clear this up. So we can be fully labeled here. I'll put it in this space. These 2 graphs are now mirror images of each other. And what's really cool about what you've done with actually creating these motions is there are 3 possibilities. constant positive velocity, constant negative velocity, and at rest. The three black places of text here, those are the three you've got to have. Put them on the front page of your packet, which I've set aside. Anyhow, put them on the front page of your packet. Good luck.